last observation is rotation of my legs. As I've said in past videos, I've always been very good at externally rotating my legs. That's turning them in to out. I've always been good at that. It's always been more comfortable than the internal rotation of turning your legs inwards. My internal rotation has improved dramatically over the last 5 months. I think the best way to explain this issue is think about doing a wheel in yoga. A wheel is when you back bend up onto just your hands and your feet. So you're creating this arch, this bow over the ground, touching with only 2 points, your feet and your hands. So that's a really difficult move for a lot of people. It requires a lot of back flexibility and a lot of shoulder strength. However, what I have noticed in my wheel over years past is that my knees have to go out. When I do that back bend, when I do any back bend at all, my knees go out. And if I bring them in, I either can't because it's impossible, or it hurts a lot. It will hurt at the knee, it'll hurt at the hip, but it's just very uncomfortable for me to keep my knees in line with my hips during those back bends, which is what you want, ideally. I've always just said, well, that's not how my body works, and I separate my knees. Now, through this series, I have found that my internal rotation of my legs has increased severely. Maybe not severely. What I should say is that I'm now able to hug my knees in closer to each other without discomfort. By many inches, many more inches, I'm able to get closer to each other. But the key there is without discomfort. So that means that I can continue to train this flexibility without worrying about injuring myself, which is a huge thing for me. Anyone who struggles with any type of flexibility issue or any type of mobility issue, I think could be helped with Rolfing. Anyone who has been on this earth long enough to form bad habits in their movement or in their body could benefit from Rolfing. Basically, I wish that health insurance would cover this service so that everybody who sits at a desk chair, everybody who teaches kindergarten kids, everybody who does manual labor for a living, I wish everybody could receive this treatment, because no matter where you start from, you're always going to finish the treatment in a better place. So it really leaves, it's one of those things that I feel, one of those few things that I feel could help everybody universally, because everybody's got a body, everybody moves in that body, and everybody has challenges in that body. Whether you're an acrobat or an accountant, it doesn't matter. You're doing something all day long, whether it's sitting in a chair or doing flips and splits all day. No matter what, you're challenging yourself, and you could use some help with some support, basically, from a series like this. If you have any questions for me about anything to do with this series and my experience with it, I highly encourage you to either comment them below or send me an email. I've already had a handful of emails come in about these videos and how they've helped others. I'm very excited about that. That's the whole reason I put this stuff up here, is I wanted it to be available for the next person looking for reviews and responses relating to this treatment, which is exactly what I was doing when I was researching Rolfing. So please feel free to contact me. I believe this will be the last video regarding this treatment of mine. Unless I have any reflections pop up later that I forgot to mention here, then I'll add a video. Other than that, I really hope this series has helped you, and I know it's helped me a lot, and I'm really interested to know to hear from others who have started this process, who have finished it, and why. A lot of people have contacted me and surprised me with their reasons for exploring Rolfing, and mine are very physical, absolutely physical. And I've had people contact me where it's actual emotional or mental reasons that they're actually pursuing the Rolfing series, which is really interesting to me. So I'd love to hear more about that, and like I said, I really hope this has helped you guys. All right, have a great day. Wait, just one more thing. I thought of one more observation right after I filmed the last video when I was in yoga. So thanks for sticking with me. I noticed that about halfway through the series, I started to see muscle tone and definition in my frame that I have not noticed before. no matter how much I've trained or worked out certain areas of my body, in the past, I just haven't seen those areas change much physically, visually on the outside. I noticed about halfway through the series that I was starting to see a lot of new muscle definition in my core. And I'm now starting to see it in the back of my legs and my shoulder muscles as well. Basically, what I think happened is when the Rolfer addressed the lines of my tissue and smoothed out places where it was bunched up or tangled or whatever it looks like below the skin, I'm not really sure. As he smoothed out those sections, I think it freed the muscles surrounding that tissue, or the muscles that are surrounded by that tissue, to build and grow that definition more easily. So I think that's a really exciting observation in this treatment, because I know there's a lot of people out there seeking to increase their muscle tone and definition. So just wanted to add that on to this little video. Thanks again for sticking with me.